with all of you guys who are interested in getting your grant responses written by us, your business plans, your investment plans, because of course you want to get in line for this moolah, and I don't blame you. So this afternoon, we're going to be walking through the Essence grant application, and I'm trying to kind of warn you guys that we're only going to be doing this on YouTube Live coming up because it takes a lot of bandwidth on my phone. So Facebook ain't gonna make it too much longer. Instagram ain't gonna make it too much longer. So if you want to be here for this entire walkthrough, make sure you go to www.dollarsprofitsandwealth.com. Scroll to the middle of the screen and click on where it says access me via YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start out with the criteria. Anytime you're applying for a grant, you want to make sure that you follow the guidelines and make sure that you're qualified. Hey, Danielle, thanks for joining on YouTube. You want to make sure that you're qualified. So the criteria for this particular grant, and again, let me tell you what you guys do. Hey, Delvrick, welcome back. Karen said, I'm excited. You guys see one grant that disqualifies you, and then you stop applying. Even if you're not qualified for this grant, I suggest you sit through this grant, walk through today, because there's the next grant you may be qualified. You should be practicing with these applications every single time you see one. So again, I need to see you guys move over to YouTube because I know these phones are going to die if you're interested. And here's another thing. If y'all don't stop turning this money down, they're going to stop putting this money out here. I'm going to say that again for the cheap seats. If you guys don't stop turning this money down, and I'm going to get on off Instagram because ain't nobody showed up. Look, that's going to be my new thing. I'm not finna play on these apps where ain't nobody showing up. Baby, I could save my battery power. For something else. You need to come over there, son? Girl, Dino didn't put my other plug back. What you mean they do? Figure out. I think I might get it. Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. It is what it is. I gotta get one of these phones on the charger. There we go. So I can back up my Facebook. So if you're not already on YouTube, because this Facebook phone is not gonna make it, make sure you go to www.dollarsprofitsandwealth.com. Scroll to the middle of the page where it says subscribe to my YouTube channel and come on over to YouTube for this walkthrough. So this particular grant says the majority ownership by a Black woman must own at least 51% of the business. There are some grants out there right now specifically for men. I know the Fearless Grant Fund has a grant that is specifically for men. Business owner must be at least 18 years old, must be a legal U.S. resident, incorporated in the business for at least 1 year. Don't let that discourage you because there are apps out there that you don't have to be incorporated in the business for at least 1 year. This is what separates some people. Minimum annual revenue of $50,000 and cannot have any outside investments of more than $200,000 and no institutional investors and significant evidence. I can't drop anything in the chat because I'm running several phones right now. So I'll give it to you again. It's www.dollarsprofitsandwealth.com. And I'm at that stage right now, y'all, and hear my heart. If I'm going to come here and do these walkthroughs for free, yeah, I got to be ready. You know what I found out today? There's another organization that charges $300 a month to do what I'm doing for free. So if you guys can't even be bothered to go to YouTube and subscribe to get this information, you're going to miss out. Nope, you do not have to have, listen, stop putting words in these people's mouth. If they don't say you have to have a certification, then you don't have to. You don't. So guys, if you want to get the rest of this walkthrough, because I know this Facebook phone is probably not going to be hanging around, make sure you go to www. Because I'm live on YouTube right now. So let's get into the prize. So the prize is one first place, $100,000. One, let me see if it says it here. I know it's the first place, $100,000, two $50,000, and two $25,000, along with business coaching. So they're giving away $250,000 total for this particular grant. So let me do this today. Let me show you why people will get counted out. So first of all, thank you, Miss Michelle. They ask you for the standard name, last name, email, phone number, company name, state, zip code, gender, race, age. Are you full-time in your business? What year did you start your company and what year did you incorporate? What is the legal structure of your business? Then they say, please provide a short description of your company. That's a business summary. Describe the product or service in one sentence. That's your elevator pitch. Okay. Describe your unique value proposition. That is inside of your business plan. What is it?
Oh, what you eat, baby? She's sick. Are you okay?
Them outside.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Sorry about that, guys. Trying to see what's going on with this dog. So, provide a short description of your company. That's your business summary. Describe the product or service in one sentence. That's your elevator pitch. What is your unique value proposition? That should be inside of your business plan. Does anybody know what a unique value proposition is? And guys, again, I'm live on YouTube. I think this Facebook phone is not going to last too long. I'm either going to have to switch phones or you're going to have to join me on YouTube Live. So make sure you go to www.dollarsprofitsandwealth.com and scroll down to the middle of the page and click on where it says subscribe to YouTube, because going forward, that's going to be where I do these walkthroughs. And again, there's companies out there charging hundreds of dollars a month just to walk you through these applications. So please don't take this free for granted. A unique value proposition is what makes your business different. Exactly, Latanya. A unique value proposition, a unique sales proposition, some people call it your touchstone, is what makes you different than your competitor. And they want to know, not to rule you out, but to know that you've got competition. And that you, in a marketplace that's full of people that offer pretty much some of the same things, you know how to tell your customer what makes you different. So then they say, are you product or service technology enabled? That means, do you have a website? Do you have apps? What kind of automation do you have? And then what is your company type? Are you C2C, which is person to person, consumer to consumer? Are you B2B? That's business to business. Are you B2C? That's like McDonald's to the consumer. And then what education industry are you in? Or what is your company industry? Then it says your company website and then your social media, your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. If you don't already have all of these platforms, get them. Let me tell you what I'm learning. Was he real basic?
He just vomit. He didn't poop.
What was it?
It's like yellow bile. It's okay. I sprayed it down. I'll get it up in a minute.
So what I found, some of you don't have a LinkedIn, go ahead and get one. It's not going to grow itself. Some of you don't have a Twitter, go ahead and get one. It's not going to grow itself. Some of these basic fundamental things, if you go ahead and do them now, the next time you get a grant application, you are further along. Does this make sense what I'm saying, guys? So if they asked you this time for a pitch deck and you can't apply because you don't have a pitch deck, don't let them catch you without one again. If they asked you this time for an investment plan and you don't have an investment plan, don't let them catch you without one again. I tell you guys every day, if you don't have a business plan, an investment plan, my team is about to start writing pitch decks. Send me a DM. Get on a payment plan. Get started. This money is not going to give itself away. So make sure that you're not limiting yourself by not starting. Let me give you an example. So eBay is giving away $500 $10,000 grants. And in order to apply, you have to have an eBay merchant account. I knew this last year. Shame on me for not going to get an eBay merchant account because that's really the only criteria. If I knew last year that they gave away $5 million, I should have made sure that even though I didn't qualify last year, that I was qualified for this year. Does that make sense what I'm saying? For those of you who are here because you think grants are a silver bullet, it's not for you. For those of you who are here who think you're going to put one application in and win the golden ticket like Willy Wonka, this is not for you. Just like profit, grants, business credit, corporate connections, all of these things have a long-term goal. This is the long game. Can you guys hear me now? So this is the long game, guys. So your goal is to get better each and every time that you apply. Your goal is to start where you are, put in the applications that you can. Don't leave anything on the table, but don't let one no discourage you. Don't let one no be the reason. So guys, for those of you who are interested in learning more, definitely send me a DM to my Facebook if you want us to complete this process for you. Send me a DM, but don't wait. So somebody asked, what platforms do you suggest? If they ask, I definitely Facebook, because Facebook is not going anywhere. Definitely Instagram, because Instagram is everybody's showboat. Absolutely LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is not going anywhere. That's everybody's business card. And Twitter, because that's where you find the celebrities. And if you're not already on those three platforms, then, or those four platforms, it's time. Things are not going to just get better. Moving on in the application. They asked you your team size. And guys, again, if you go to www.dollarsprofitsandwealth.com, if you download the list of 8 million grants, this is going to be on the list of the new grants that are out for June. If you haven't already downloaded it, go grab your list. That's where you can find the application. So then it asks you for team. Full-time, part-time, seasonal, paid interns, and unpaid interns. How many of you, if they asked you for your team size, would say one? I want y'all to listen to the question very close. If they asked you how many full-time people on your team, how many of you would say one? All right, now if I can come for free, y'all can participate. How many of you guys would say one? And again, if you haven't joined me on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, this phone is going to die. So make sure you go to www.dollarsprofitsandwealth.com, scroll to the middle of the page, and click on subscribe to YouTube and come over to YouTube. Thank you, Prophetess Victoria, for raising your hand and saying not me. If you have a web designer, they didn't ask you how many W-2 employees you had. They didn't. They said how many full-time. If your web designer works full-time, even if he don't work full-time for you, if your graphic designer works full-time, even if they don't work full-time for you, you got all of these people, even down to your family, who may work full-time in your business. They did not say W-2. They said full-time. Hey, morning, thank you for sharing. Then they said part-time. Are you counting all of your resources then? Seasonal. Who are you counting for seasonal? If you only hire a business coach once a year, that's seasonal. See, Denise, let me tell you something. Why we win these grants is because I think of it that way. A lot of times you guys don't think of it that way because you're so busy trying to be above board. I'm just as honest as you. I just look at things a different way. And the truth of the matter is, if you want to be in the running for this revenue, then you've got to look the part of a business owner. Nobody's going to hand you a check for $100,000 and you say you're the only one over there. Somebody look at your neighbor and say, wow. Absolutely nobody is going to hand you $100,000 for your mom and pop shop. Nobody is going to hand you $100,000 for your two-man team. So if you don't find ways to justify your team size and your business size, now, have you completed a business plan or a lean canvas? How many of you do not have a business plan? Go ahead and say me in the chat. And again, if you're joining me on Facebook, make sure you go to www.dollarsprofitsandwealth.com, scroll down to the middle, click on subscribe to YouTube, and join me there right now because I don't know how much longer this Facebook link is going to hold up. How many of you do not have a business plan? You have two options. You can either send us a message and we can create your business plan for you, or I have a new membership I'm launching. And the very first video I'm going to do, the very first training for that membership is going to be your business plan. Let me tell you the importance of having a professionally created business plan. It is exactly like you guys said a minute ago. There are going to be things on that business plan that you haven't thought about, that you don't know how to answer. There are going to be things on that business plan that you leave out or that you answer incorrectly. If you don't have a professional sitting down with you to help you complete that business plan, then that business plan is just words on paper. Somebody say, wow, that is the equivalent of going to the pharmacy with a prescription that you wrote yourself. So if you go to Dollars, Profits, and Wealth and click on the home, as a drop down on the home, it gives you an opportunity to join our Secure the Bag membership. And you want to join either their bag, your bag, or both bags. Both bags is only $99 a month. Their bag is $59 a month, and their bag is $59, your bag is $59, but you can get both bags for $99. And the first thing I'm going to do is set up to walk you through as a group completing your business plan. I just saw 15 people who do not have a business plan. How are you in business if you don't have a plan for your business? Look at your neighbor and say, wow. And do you think, say me if you agree, do you think it's worth $59 a month for somebody to help walk you through your business plan? So if this month we get your business plan together, and let's just say next month we get your pitch video together, and then maybe the next month we get your investment plan together, and then maybe it may take you a minute. Everybody may not be able to afford somebody to do their plans for them immediately. So it may take you a minute, but it's better than sitting still. So I only got 2 people to say yes, that it was worth it. I'm going to ask that question again. Is it worth $59 a month for somebody to come alongside of you and help you start to get some of this stuff together? Is it worth $59 a month for somebody to come alongside of you and explain some of this stuff to you so that you can have a fighting chance to win this money? Kristen said it's more than worth it. I think it is too, y'all. And don't be surprised if that membership price goes up next month. Because again, somebody told me today, somebody's charging $300 and don't do half of what we do for free. So again, you need to go to www.dollarsprofitsandwealth.com and click on that drop down under the home page where it says membership, and go ahead and get your membership today. Don't let that price go up on you. So then it asks you, Kristen said, if it goes up, I understand. I'm coming in right now. Who else is coming in right now? Because I keep trying to tell you guys that money favors speed. You can't keep moving slow and then saying, where's the money? Hold on, Facebook. I'm going to come right back. Hold on, Facebook. I'm going to, this phone is about to die. But I don't want to leave anybody behind because I know he back in.
The baby? Oh, yeah.
Rhonda said, I just told it. Somebody said, is it one membership per business? Girl, to be honest, I don't care how many businesses you have. There's really no way for me to govern. There's really no way for me to govern how you use this information. The information is the information. Now, you can't bring your baby daddy business over here and your mother-in-law business over here. But yeah, if you have multiple businesses, you're welcome. Hold on, Facebook. I'm going to be right back. Check my page because this phone is about to die. Okay, Facebook, I am back. Let me put this phone back on the charger.
I'm right here, baby. I said right here, before.
You need to ask Chanel about him. He done did something.
Yeah, he choked. He let me do. He ain't sick. He lick his hair till he caught it.
Oh, I'm on live stream, baby. I just wanted you to know.
I could see
No, I just wanted you to know.
all I see was that.
I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I had to get that phone right. So now they're going to ask you full-time, part-time, seasonal, paid interns, and unpaid interns. Right now, you need to take a sheet of paper and write down everybody that works in your business within a year. I'm going to say that again. You need to take and write down everybody that works in your business within the year. Because what's going to happen every time you fill out that grant form, you're going to forget that Sally comes in and does your Christmas tree for the office that is a seasonal employee. Somebody look at your name and say, wow. You're going to forget that that lady that caters your Christmas party, she comes in every year and all she does is if you have a vendor pop up, she may cater for that. That's a seasonal employee. I think more often than not, we trust our memory for far too much. And guys, if you haven't joined me on YouTube, make sure you go to www.dollarsprofitsandwealth.com and click on the link to join me, subscribe to my page, and join me on YouTube. We rely on our memory far too much. And then when our memory gives up on us, we get discouraged. So you have to start writing this stuff down. not just for grants. When it is time for you to do your taxes, how do you keep up? Can I get a cup of ice, somebody? So that's not a dumb question. Brenda said, what if I get business cards from Vista Print? Would that be like a seasonal employee? It wouldn't, because that's a product provider. But what about the person that designed the business cards? Right? So what if you went on Fiverr and you got somebody to design those business cards? Then that's a potential seasonal employee. I don't know why this wireless connection. That's okay. But look, I don't look at any question as a dumb question. I just don't. We all know so little about money that it's scary. And I'm not going to sit here and somebody that grew up poor and condemn anybody for not knowing about money. It's people out in this world that's been playing this money game since they was children, because that's what they family had access to. If you didn't grow up in a family that had their own business, if you didn't grow up in a family that had money, if you didn't grow up around that type of situation, there are just things that we don't know. Now, that being said, if you keep asking me the same question repeatedly, I say that you just using that as an excuse not to move your feet, not to bump your head, not to go. Don't keep coming back here day over day and not making change. So today you have a choice. You can either join the membership and get help, or you can send me a DM and let us do it for you. Hey, Nay. But to do nothing is not a choice. Does everybody agree? Because what I don't want to happen is them take this money away because we're not activating on it. We should be jumping through the hoops to win this money. We should be flying. We should be moving at the speed of light to win this money. We should be running like people run when they win on The Price is Right, okay? So now, they get ready to ask you a hard question. They're going to ask you the total number of customers you have that are paid and the total number of customers you have that are free. Yeah, I didn't get no ice. Oh, okay. Hey, Ben. Now, many of you may not know how many paid customers you have, but that's why you need a CRM. A CRM is software that keeps track of everything you sell and every person you come in contact with. How many of you do not have a mailing list? Yes or no? When I say a mailing list, and now when I asked y'all this, now I'm just going to tell y'all the truth. When I asked y'all who does not have a mailing list, y'all be talking about your Google Mail. That's not a mailing list. Emailing people out of Gmail is not a business option. That is called the Spam Act. It is illegal, and you would get in the lockup for that. It is not legal For you to just, anytime somebody email you or they email me, I'm going to email them back. It's not legal. So again, here we are, and you don't have an email list. That would be the Secure the Bag membership. I'm just going to tell you now, you're better off joining both memberships for $99 a month. Because not only do you need to grow your knowledge of their bag, building a list is your bag. Building a list is residual income. Building a list is email marketing. Building a list is nurturing. Building a list is a sales funnel. So at the end of the day, you definitely need both their bag and your bag. And more importantly, you need your bag because it's your bag, it's your profit that's going to sustain you. So total number of customers paid, total number of customers free. How do you acquire your customers? And then they're going to go into your 2019, 20, 21, and they want your profit forecast for 2022. Somebody say, wow. They want your 2019 revenue. They want your 2020 revenue. They want your 2021 revenue. And they want your 2022 forecast. Now, hard question. How many of you even know how to forecast your profits? Hard question. If you don't know how to forecast your profits, just say me. So the truth of the matter is, when you see something like that, you don't just say, I don't know, and walk away. You say, let me learn. I don't know, but let me find out. I'm not sure, but let me figure it out. Because your profit forecast should be part of your annual profit plan. How many of you Hey, Shara. How many of you don't have a business plan? I'm sorry, how many of you don't have a profit plan? If you're in business, you know what, Gavorn, it's more than doubling your margin in sales to come up with a profit forecast. Because every single month is different. And that's why you need a profit plan, right? You can't just double where you are now and say, okay, I made this much in 3 months, 3 times 4, and that's my forecast. And if you want to know why, let me tell you. And guys, if you haven't come over to YouTube yet, make sure you go to www.dollarsprofitsandwealth.com and come on over to YouTube. We're doing a live walkthrough of the $250,000 Essence Grant. And we're talking about what it is that you need to apply for these grants. If I look at every month, depending on my industry, every month is different. If I sell cupcakes and pies, I'm going to sell way more of them October through December that I'm going to sell January through March when everybody calling themselves losing weight. Are y'all with me? If I sell storage containers, I'm going to sell way more storage containers January and February, March and April, because that's when people are storing their stuff for the holidays, getting rid of stuff that they got new stuff for Christmas, and spring cleaning. There's a certain way that you guys need to learn. And for the people that join the All Bags Matter, the profit bag, one of the things you're going to get every month is a marketing calendar. And it's going to show you different ways to think about your business like a consumer. And I can't tell you how important that is for you to know beyond a shadow of a doubt when is the right time to put things out and when it's not. I'll give you one last example. Is this helping anybody? It should be, because it took me busting my butt to figure this out. I remember one year I had a major product launch scheduled in August. And I mean, I did everything I could to get folks ready for that product launch. And I said to myself, when it didn't go like I wanted, I said, well, the product was ready. The people, they seemed like they was excited. What happened? Somebody tell me what happened. Somebody tell me what happened. Keep in mind, my target audience is women. So what happened? What happened? I need one person to get it right. Tell me exactly why it was the wrong timing. Tiffany, tell me why they didn't have money. One person. Come on now, think. There you go, Tiffany. If won't nothing get you like school clothes, baby. Won't nothing. If your target audience is women, and even if they my age, they got children going to college, it ain't nothing that will cripple your sales like back to school. Not the wrong product, Kristen. So y'all follow me real quick. Because some of y'all need to DM me for a strategy session so you can start thinking about your product differently. What happens is, depending on your product, you may put your product out there and then never put it out there again because you think it's not a good product. When in actuality, it was a good product, just the wrong timing. And so we'll pull our product back and beat ourselves up, and now we trying to launch something new, and we rebranding, and we doing all of this, not realizing that you can't get blood out of a turnip. You've got to learn to eat, sleep, and breathe your clients. And if you join my membership, it's going to take you a little longer to learn it, but you're going to learn it. You guys got to be willing to sit down for a year somewhere and learn. So if you want to join the membership, go to dollarsprofitsandwealth.com. Click on the home button, the down arrow, and click on memberships. Your best value is to secure both bags for $99 a month. It's $59 for your bag, $59 for their bag, but you need profits and you need startup capital. Get both bags for $99 a month. It is worth your time. So they want to know your 2019 revenue, 2020, 2021, and your 22 forecast. Listen, they only require that you be in business 1 year. So if you were not in business 2019 and 2020, it's okay. Just don't put nothing. Sometimes y'all will run into that and be like, I don't know what to put, and you just quit. They want to know your average monthly revenue for the past quarter, the average monthly expenses for the past quarter, and they want to know, are you profitable? What is that called? What is that called? Hey, Dr. Marsha, what is that called? They want to know your average monthly revenue for the past quarter. They want to know your average monthly expenses for the past quarter. And they want to know, are you profitable? And guys, if you're just joining, we're going to do this again tonight. This is the $250,000 Essence New Voices application. We're walking through so you can get, even if you don't, that's called your P&L, Kira. Is it Kira or Kyra? That is your P&L. Many business owners don't have one. But if you use QuickBooks and you put all your transactions in the QuickBook, at the end of the month, it will automatically generate a P&L for you. Then they're going to say, how much equity have you raised to date? Equity, debt, and grants. Debt is loans. Equity would be like the equity in your building. And then grants. How many months of cash operations do you have in reserve? That means, does anybody want to know what that means? I'm just saying. They want to know how many months of cash for operations do you have in reserve? Dr. Marsha says she want to know. Brenda says she want to know. That means if your average monthly expenses average around $3,000, do you have $18,000 cash in the bank? Absolutely, Kira. You doing good, girl. Let me say it again. When they asked you how much money for cash operations do you have in reserve, if it only costs you $1,000 a month to run your business and you got $20,000 in the bank, you got 20 months worth of reserve. I want you guys to get familiar with these things because I don't want them to be if none. When do you anticipate? Now they say, what is your customer acquisition cost? Meaning, how much does it cost for you to get a customer? What is your average revenue per user? Meaning, how much money do you get on average for your clients? And do you have a bookkeeper or an accountant? Do you have a board? And what is your lifetime customer value? Let me do some reverse math. If you say your average revenue per customer is $1,000, and back when they asked you how much did you make a year, and you said I make $100,000 a year, and then they said, well, how many customers do you have paid? If you didn't say 100, and then you come over here and it says average revenue per customer. If you didn't say 1,000, then your math is off. They're going to be able to look at the numbers on this application and see if you had professional help creating them or if you made them up. Makes sense, everybody? They're going to be able to look at these numbers and tell if you had somebody help you. And that's one of the things I want to do in the membership is bring in some experts to talk to you guys about. Now, they're not going to lay up in the membership and do no $1,000,000 classes. But I want to introduce you to people and resources that can help you get some of these things set up and get answers to some of the stuff that you need to know. Then it says any prior technical assistance program that you have attended, any professional organizations to which you belong, 3 current challenge areas you're looking for support in this program, 3 goals you hope to accomplish through participation in your program. Guys, some of y'all gonna answer and say, I just want to stay in business. Them people gonna say, girl, we not the help for you. Some of y'all may answer and say, you know, my current challenges, I'm just having difficulty keeping the lights on. They're not gonna help you. They want to know that outside of this grant, you can sustain yourself. What impact will this grant have on your business? How many of y'all want to see my application when it's done? Other than the financials. Maybe that's something I'll do in the membership. What impact will this grant have on your business? How did you learn about new voices? And then they want your business plan. They want your pitch deck. And they want your video. I think we should order this stuff in the mail. So looks like you guys, I need to have I need to schedule a Q&A about my membership this week. For those of you who have questions, to make sure you get in the right membership. But guys, don't stay out there by yourself trying to figure out how to get these applications in, what to say. Let's take a journey towards learning. So I'm going to do this application again tonight, but I have another application, which is the Black Voices $1,000,000 pitch. I want to lay these applications side by side and see how the difficulty increases as the money does. Is anybody interested in seeing that? What? I'm going to bring 3 different applications. I'm going to bring a simple one. I'm going to bring this one, which is a little, you need some tools. And then I'm going to bring one that is, but I'm going to do it only on YouTube. Only on camera. And I'm going to show you guys the difference between the more money that they offer, the more resources you got to have. And if you guys haven't already inboxed me on Facebook, if you're interested in us completing these for you, we're about to add pitch contact. Pitch deck is one of the things we create on people's behalf. So that we can go out there and compete, guys. So that we can really go compete with hopes to win. Okay? So I'll be back this afternoon. I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. For those of you on YouTube, thank you for being on the YouTube channel. For those of you on Facebook, go to www.dollarsprofitsandwealth.com. Make sure you click on the link where it says um, subscribe to my YouTube channel and come on over and join the party. Love you guys. You're welcome, Danielle. Thank you.